Bardstown Discovery Series. Have you been a fan in the past and kind of faded off because of maybe some other blends and things you don't like?
Or price?
Yeah, price.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Availability.
gosh, this year, 2024, they've been producing some great stuff.
We're about to check out the Disco 12.
Let you know what we think about this one.
Welcome back to Exploring Whiskey. Today, Adam here, he got us a treat. We'll let you introduce the bottle.
I'm staying on that. I'm catching the bottles as soon as they hit Middle Tennessee.
You really are.
That's the Discovery 12. After the 11, I'm
Yeah.
so pumped about this one.
The 11 was great, all Kentucky. It was delicious. And then, then you pulled the toasted rye from Elijah Craig out of nowhere.
And the Boo Rye.
And the Boo Rye for the, Bourbon X Rye.
Bourbon X Rye, yes, sir.
So Adam's just been pulling all these, as they're hitting Middle Tennessee. And damned if he didn't send a text yesterday going,
how about this one?
I got one. So, here we go. So, Disco 12, I literally came out, September 6th?
That's when it was released.
I think was the release date?
Nationwide. I think, I don't know, Middle Tennessee it was 2-3 days.
A little slower, right? Yeah, a little slower.
Slower, but we're two
close,
hours away from it.
Whatever.
It's such a cool distillery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great distillery, great location, great the collaborations they do, everything they've done to build up to where they are.
I love what they're doing. They're making some cheaper bottles. They're coming out with
their Origin series is their own stuff, which is great. But the Disco series, so the Disco series, I got this wrong on the last Disco series. The original Disco series was always launched with none of theirs. The Fusion series was some others and a little of theirs infused.
Yeah.
Now, since they are really producing a lot of their own whiskeys, they are now putting in some of their own whiskey into the Disco series. They got rid of the Fusion series. So, I misstated that one on the Disco 11.
Yeah, they came up with their bottle and bond this year because they're at 6 years.
High wheat. They've got a lot of things going on. We've got 48% 14-year-old bourbon. We've got 29% 10-year-old, 15% 10-year-old, and then 8% 6-year-old, which is theirs.
Yeah.
I mean,
theirs
you can look.
4, right?
There's a 6-year.
No, 4 grain.
4 grain. Yes, theirs is the only 4 grain. The other ones are all
Rise.
Pretty high corn, lower rye bourbons.
Yeah.
A 13%. What's that? 18%.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that 10? That's a 10.
It's a 10
and a 13. Yeah. So, lower end of the rye content on theirs, on all of those.
Kevin's wheelhouse.
Yeah, this is going to be high corn, nice sweetness, a good age notes. I'm super excited.
Good color.
Great color.
Yeah.
And the Disco series is generally like $150, $160. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're proud of their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's not any cheaper at the distillery.
If you're sourcing some 14-year-old whiskey, it's probably not the cheapest thing to source.
That's exactly what I thought and think of when you're going down this. Yeah, when you're looking at these guys and seeing them on the shelf. Why they're so expensive? It's because of that age.
And the experimentation. You got to take barrels that are 10 plus years old, and you got to mess around with them. So you're losing some just on the experimentation to create these blends.
Yep.
So I semi get it. Now, when I say losing it, that's them sipping on it. So
you're losing the profit.
but you're losing the profit, yes.
Yeah.
So I get a little bit of rye spice.
Yep.
It's not like crazy overpowering.
We have a little bit of red fruit.
Red fruit, I'm not getting crazy age, but I almost get a tobacco note.
Yes.
I get that red delicious apple.
It's very red fruity. Ooh, a little tangy. Little just like a little tingle to the middle of, like right down the middle of the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Super sweet. Brown sugars?
Yes.
Yeah.
More than the fruit note that I thought I was going to get after smelling the nose.
More rye spice than I thought I was going to get.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, when you introduce it with such heavy corn.
Yeah.
I just thought the rye was really going to be muted out, but no,
it's there.
It finds its way in.
Oh, truly.
So the 4 grain is 26% rye, but it's only 8% of the whiskey. So
Shouldn't have that much influence.
For the most part, it's 13-ish %. Dude, come here. This is Tucker. Say hi. Say hi.
What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing?
Okay. Now go downstairs.
Same taste. I'm getting like pastry notes. I'm getting red fruits.
I get like a pastry, like a little bit of like when you get the little jam in the Danish.
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay.
Or even like a toaster strudel.
Toaster strudel.
Yeah.
Strudel.
With a little icing.
No, but the jam.
The fruit.
Yeah, that's
Paste
what I get.
inside stuff.
And even the icing on top too. I get that.
Maybe a light sweet tobacco note, but not a lot of age. Like not a leather, not a lot of age notes. Just a light sweet tobacco note. All right. See what that does.
Definitely getting.
There's enough oil. It's definitely got oil to it.
I'm thinking more of the rye's gonna come out.
See, I was wondering if I'm thinking the fruit notes might start to like open up a little bit more, because it had the initial like nosing, but kind of went away. I get a little rye spice, sweet, a lot of sweetness, and a little bit of rye spice. But
I got tons of fruit. I get more of that. The strudely.
I get the flaky.
Yeah.
flaky
Comes
pastry.
off of Danish.
No, oh my goodness.
See, to me, it muted it down just a little bit. I liked a little bit better neat.
Yeah.
I thought
definitely
neat
like
had
the better
more nuance and a couple different layers to it. This just kind of softened everything down a little too much.
I got more spice. But that was also a quick sip. But then it finishes with that icing sugar sweetness.
Yes. Sweet, syrupy vanilla note ending. There's oil. That's why I was just like, oh, the water's going to make that pop.
Feel.
Yeah.
I could go either way.
Fanboy, but
I could go either way.
with or without.
I'm going to lean towards without.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no if you decided to serve it to me when there are drops of water in it without asking.
I got to do it. We got to do it back. We got to do a blind of 11 and 12.
Ooh. Off of memory, I want to say 11. I just remember 11 being like, that is probably one of the best discovery that I had since like
it was
old school discoveries.
These two bottles are by far my favorites of 2024.
They came way back. Oh yeah.
They're my favorite bottles of the year, no doubt.
Ooh.
I mean, I would like to say, I'm going to throw in price, but availability. I mean, the handy is incredible. You know, you can't say, but that's a unicorn. You're not going to find it.
Agreed.
Or you're not going to have the chance to buy it all the time.
But I also got for me, the other one that I'd throw into that mix is the Russell Reserve 13, because I got that earlier this year. That was freaking good.
But I think it was last year's.
Was it? Yeah, it's a 2023 bottle. Oh, absolutely, absolutely true. But I think I got it this year.
You're okay. But as far as I guess releases of this year, the cast strength.
That actually has gotten a little bit better on the palate as, like, the water is infused more. The fruit note kind of came back on the palate side, more to the, the fruit center of a Danish type thing with a little bit of drizzle on top, and again, now it's lost the tobacco. Like I just don't get the age. I just was expecting 14 to have a little bit of a tobacco leather, barrel, a little bit more barrel.
Impact.
Yeah, definitely need. I got that.
I think needs
tobacco. I think needs the way to go, but don't. Yeah.
Don't poo-poo with it. Don't poo-poo with some water. Yeah, it's still pretty good.
It's too hot. If you throw a cube, you're not going to go wrong.
Ooh, a cube? Like a big one or just like a little?
No, just a one to cool it and dilute it a little bit. I don't think a big. It doesn't drink. There's no harsh notes. There's no sharp notes. There's none of that. No. So I think
you'd lose. I think a big cube. I think you lose the enjoyment of the bottle. What's in the bottle?
Yeah, I think a big cube would overdo it. I don't know.
Final.
Hey, your bottle.
Me too.
So that's, I'm going to say, more neat whiskey than water whiskey. And Now I get the tobacco's back just a little bit.
Yes.
Neat is
That's
better.
I
want to say honestly, that would be a fun blind, especially for something like this.
What's that?
One with a little water, one without.
Oh, okay.
And go through that because we actually got a comment on one of our episodes. Not too many people like that do reviews on YouTube do the drop of water to just see what the experiment what happens there and some are better, some are worse, some change, but I wouldn't say better or worse. Some have no impact. Some totally screw it up.
Some people don't even know it's a thing.
Yeah, agreed.
Sweet tobacco.
Sweet tobacco. Man. Yeah, I like this neat. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That sweet tobacco note that comes through on neat is just. I enjoy that. Know
what that 14-year is. Where the Discovery 11, I thought it was. I don't know. I thought it was pretty obvious it was turkey. I get a lot. I mean, that funk, the stump, the wood, the sweetness. Where this one,
the much higher rye.
Yeah. It's a little bit higher rye.
A little bit higher rye.
Yeah, I gotta assume. So does that make this probably Heaven Hill? Probably.
You gotta think within proximity. Heaven Hill is just down the road.
Mm-hmm.
If it had a little bit more barrel char, this would be to me everything I want in a whiskey. Everything.
A little more barrel impact, like a leathery note, a little bit, like the age. If the age played just a little bit more forward.
Double it.
What do you mean double it?
The double barrel, like the double oak.
Oh.
I'm thinking more of a stave finish. Might have added just enough to put that in the right spot, but
Adam's, the wheels are turning in his head right now.
You want to stick a wood throw in there?
They're probably doing that up there.
Yeah.
Much what we've seen, like the tours we've done, have those rooms where they're just playing around.
Yep.
I mean, they've got to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, the big glass room that overlooks the dining room is all their experimentation. Little vials of all the different barrels, and it looks like a fun place to work.
No, what a great distillery though. That place is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's so clean. Everything it's incredible.
They designed that whole facility after Napa Valley. Like they wanted it to be wine country. Like as you go and do all your little tours and it's all beautiful, the place to hang out. That's what they wanted their distillery to be like, and it kind of is.
And what's nice too is you can see them from the parkway.
Yeah.
Through some of the trees, so if like you passing, you're like, oh, on the way back, I need to
swing by
that guy.
Yep.
It is really good.
Yep. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nice grab.
Oh.
Speedy grab.
I was jonesing as soon as after 11, and then seeing that this was almost half 14-year bourbon. I mean, come on, Kentucky bourbon. Let's go. Sign me up.
And the age, 14.
Yeah.
I will definitely be buying another one as soon as I get down about there. No doubt.
Back up. Gotta have the backup.
Yep.
All right. Solid bottle.
Yeah.
Solid pour. If you're fortunate enough like we are to have a buddy scoop up a bottle, ask, beg, get a pour. We hope you enjoyed our review of the Disco 12. I'm sure you're probably going to throw the Disco 11 link up here.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So we'll link the Disco 11 since that just came out a couple weeks ago, and you can see the version of what we thought about that one.
Yeah, and we'd like to hear from you. Like, what are the other ones?
Yeah, we kind of skipped there's a big gap of ones that we've at least reviewed.
I stopped buying it.
Like 4 or 5 was probably the last one, and then all of a sudden 11 we started hearing.
Well, it's interesting to see if we really missed out, or were they
mid?
Yeah. Were they not worth it?
For the price, they are very expensive.
There was some Dickel in there, and people were just like, it's got Dickel.
Mineral.
So,
Well, again, we hope you enjoyed our review. If you did, we'd love the support of the channel. Encourage you to hit that like button at the bottom of the screen.
Hey, if you like reviews of bottles as they, I don't know, barely hit the market, we give that a shot too. We get a lot of different things.
We may be the first one to review it.
If you enjoy,
someone's got that itch and it gets to the stores quick.
Yeah, if you enjoy hearing, if you enjoyed this episode, would love to subscribe. We put out content pretty much like this, a couple times a week. So.
All right, boys. Well, thanks for watching.
See you next episode.
Cheers.